Hi, good evening. Welcome to Cookie Uncovered. And again, this is Miriam, and welcome to my home. I'd like to take you through an adventure with leftover turkey tonight. And strangely enough, tonight I'm going to be making wonton turkey, or turkey wontons. And I'm going to make that for a soup because my son David's coming over and he loves soup, and so I'm going to make some wonton turkey soup. So Carl put the leftover turkey on the stove and broke it down, and he simmered it for 2 or 3 hours, and what he came up with was an amazing stock. Now, when you make stock from bones, what you end up with is this beautiful gelatinous mixture, which is really thick and it almost looks like jelly. And this is a good thing, because what happens is it breaks down the heat, the slow heat simmering process, breaks down the collagen, and you end up with this beautiful gelatin-like mixture, and that's your stock. So I'm going to add the rest of that to my stock over here. So all this is on my side burner here is just turkey stock. I've added nothing to it. But I will have to add some salt later on because it's a little bit bland. So I'm going to start with my turkey wontons, and it's so easy, so simple, you'll love it. So I have here about 300 grams of ground turkey, just plain old ground turkey. In it goes. All right, now to that I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of cream cheese. I love the consistency this gives the wontons. And to that, I'll put this over here, and I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of poultry seasoning, 1 teaspoon of your favorite dried herbs. This could be Italian or just any of the dried herbs you have available. Don't worry about it. It's lovely to add whatever you like. Now, I also have here 1 green onion. I'm going to add approximately, I don't know, 1 green onion, half a green onion. So just chop that up, and make sure you don't cut your fingers off when you're doing this, of course. So just a quick chop, nice and small. I think 1 green onion is absolutely perfect. Throw that in the bowl. And also some fresh rosemary. Now I've got a little sprig of rosemary, and that'll end up being about 1 teaspoon. So I do like the fresh rosemary in my savory dishes, I have to tell you. I'm going to also chop that up just very quickly into tiny little bits. In that goes. And I have 1 teaspoon of Worcester sauce. I love the bite this gives it. And 2 tablespoons of pecorino cheese. Gives it a nice little sharp bite as well. Now, to this, you want to add 1 tablespoon of your diced cilantro. So I'll just quickly dice my cilantro. 1 tablespoon, maybe 2. If you like cilantro, throw more in. It's wonderful. And to that, I want to add about a half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of salt. Definitely salt. This needs salt because, as you know, turkey is very bland. So that's the filling for my turkey wontons. Just stir that up, mush it around. Now it's very similar to the pork wontons that I did also, the recipe that I put on YouTube and my website, which is miriamboris.com. But the thing about turkey is it's very lean, and it's very, very delicious. It works out very well. So I'm just going to set this aside for a moment. And to my left, I've got about 6 cups of the turkey stock. Now to that, I'm definitely going to add salt because it is very bland. So you want to put about a teaspoon of salt. I also want to put some pepper in my soup. And to that, because I'm going to serve this soup in about 4 minutes, I want to add 1 cup of chopped leeks. This is what my leeks look like. Now I'm going to talk to you about leeks in just 2 seconds, but I'm going to add 1 cup of leeks right into my pot. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? I'm going to add 1 cup of chopped broccoli. It adds an amazing flavor. And I want to add approximately half a cup of, again, chopped cilantro. I'm going to reserve some of the cilantro for the top of the soup when I serve the soup, which I'll do at the very end. So in goes my cilantro. So I'm going to stir that up. Now that's going to boil away, and I'm going to serve this soup in 4 minutes. But until I do that, I want to show you how to work with your leeks. So here's one of the leeks that I got just from the store. Now, these outer leeks, they're very tough, but don't throw them away. Cut them off and save them for stock. So if you ever want to make turkey stock or chicken stock, just throw those in. So that's my stock pot. Now, my leeks, I'm going to cut off the root end, just a very small portion of the root end. The rest of the leek, I want to split right open. Now, at this point, I want to use about a cup, so that's about half of this, so this portion. Now to this, I would chop it up in small diced. And then I take it away to my sink and wash it. And that's how you get all the mud and the dirt out from behind. See all the mud? Can you see that? I'm not sure if you can see it. See the dirt and the mud in all the folds of the leeks? That's how you get all the mud and the dirt out of your leeks. So you take that to the sink. So pop that in a bowl, take that to a sink, and just quickly rinse it back and forth, rinse it, and now you have your clean leeks. So that's the way to clean your leeks. Now, so what we're going to do now is get together some wonton wrappers so that we can make the wontons. Now, okay, wontons. This is a typical package of wontons. It's a 1 pound. This is 1 pound, and I think there's about 60 wrappers in here. And these are egg wontons, but you don't have to use egg wontons. You can use whatever you want. So here's how I assemble my. Here's how. Sorry, call you back. Just a sec. Phone's ringing. Call you back, honey. Bye. This is how you would assemble your wonton wraps. So I take 1 wonton wrapper, it's like that, and I've got a little bit of water in front of me here. I just wet 2 of the sides, so the top, this side and that side. Now what I'm going to do is, with a small teaspoon, I'm just going to put in about a teaspoon of filling into my wrap, and again push it in. And I put the corners together like that, and then seal the edges like that. Well, that's a little bit too much filling, I think, like that. And now I'm going to just fold it up to make a little purse like that. I'll show you again, because I think I had too much filling in that time. Now, until I make my next one, I'm going to put in the wontons that I just made previously. So hold on for just a second. Here they are. So I've got, this recipe makes approximately 30 wontons, so I'm going to put in, I don't know, a dozen, 16 of these wontons that I have made right into my stock that you saw me add the leeks to, the broccoli to, and the green onions. So here we go, second wrap. So wet 2 of the sides, and I've mixed this up really well. It's got salt in it. The thing is, if you use too much of the filling, see, that's how much filling I have on it. You see that? If you use too much filling, you can't close it, which is not good. So you put the peak together, seal the sides all the way down, and now fold it up into a purse. And you end up like that. Now, if this isn't sealing up here, then just wet it slightly and seal it, and that's what you end up with. How's that? It's perfect, huh? So you got to keep your wontons in a bag, because it's really hard actually to work with dried out wontons. So I'll do one more for you. So here we go. Because I'm just waiting for my soup to come to a boil so that I can serve you up some wonton soup, some turkey wonton soup. So, these are very delicate, these wonton wraps. So, squeeze it together, squeeze the ends together, like that, right? Fold up the middle, fold up the middle. That's purse. And then I drop those into my wonton soup. So this is almost ready to go. This is an amazing meal. It's so delicious. And what I'm going to serve it with tonight is just some sliced bread. So I'm going to just slice some bread. Bear with me on the back counter here. Plate. All right, so I have my bread is ready to go. My soup is almost ready to go. So this should cook, should boil for about 5 minutes. And you can tell because the wontons start to kind of get fat. They get very solid, and when turkey gets cooked, it's solid. And you can tell right away that it's coming to that point. So, and on the top, I just want to add, I've washed this cilantro, so on the very top of my soup, I'm just going to add a few sprigs of cilantro to the very top. It's going to be very, very tasty, and this is going to be a great meal for Carl and I, of course. So, this is ready to go. So in here, my wontons, broccoli, leeks, and my cilantro. So here's my fabulous wonton soup that was so easy to make. So there's my wonton soup. There's my garnish of fresh cilantro. So there, isn't that gorgeous? And I'm going to put that on the plate, and voila, that's dinner. So here you go, turkey wonton soup. So I hope you enjoy that. And strangely enough, this week, as I was saying in the cafeteria where I teach, that all my students were making wonton soup as well, and they were making, pork wontons and vegetarian wontons. And one of my students, Colin, lined up the wontons on the board and watered all of them, and then filled all of them, and then rolled all of them. It was brilliant. So shout out to all my students at Burnaby, at the school in Burnaby where I teach at, and thanks for watching Cooking Uncovered. So we'll see you later. Happy wonton making. Bye.